It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set. Jimmy Nelson will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Jimmy Nelson, he comes with a lot of high hopes. Not an overpowering guy, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good four-seam high riding action. Has the slider, has the changeup. The secondary pitches at times come and go. If he has the changeup and has the slider working, he could be really tough.
67 degrees our game time temperature. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Scope is there, on to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away. Stepping into the box, Freddie Freeman having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Popped up. Scope with the bare hand. Save. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the 1st. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded to short. And there's 1 away.
Batting second.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. At the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Christian Yelich.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 down for Milwaukee. Still no score. Stepping up now, Ozzie Albies, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Cain is there, and he has it for the 1st out.
Batting second. 3rd baseman.
Stepping into the box, Johan Camargo. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, D-Roll, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Charlotte.
A 1-1 home. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in now, Jesus Aguilar. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gossman. To 2-2 now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Aguilar aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out. So striding forward now, Jonathan Scope, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in two.
A ball and 2 strikes now. No one out with a runner at second. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one. Here's Ryan Braun now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Standing in, Manny Pena. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Kane on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He's got it 1 away. Standing in, Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here it is, the 3-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he misses it.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
In now, Adam Duvall. Nipped the corner, 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Smoke on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circuit.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Digging in, Lorenzo Cain, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Bouncer up the middle. Albies picks it up. He'll go to the bag for 1. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the 1. In is Christian Yelich.
Right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Popped him up. Albies on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now
Digging in, Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar.
The 1-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And there he goes toward second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it. And that retires the side. Milwaukee. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. The 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Culberson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Garcia gloves it. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw. He drew a walk his first time up. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle. Culberson from shallow center. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 5.
Ready now, Jonathan Scope. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
The 1-2. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will make its way to the 344 marker. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. To his left, Culberson. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Brewers ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman last time through was a base hit.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hit hard up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Adam Duvall. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Way out of here. That banged off the restaurant windows. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 14 on the season, and the Braves have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. Up around the face. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Johan Camargo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves. Now batting, Manny Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Digging in, Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte's there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Gone in order are the Brewers as they're unable to add. Coming forward now is the Braves designated hitter, Lucas Duda, will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the sixth. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And the throw in gets away from him. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this A-game.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. The relay throw, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. So stepping in, Ender Inciarte, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Popped him up. Arcia is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. Ready once again, Christian Yelich. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. A hit in 2 tries so far. And that one just missed outside.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup this second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hard hit ball to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Adam Duvall. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at-bat. That ball was down and away.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Second baseman.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Corey Knebel will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Stepping in now, Ozzie Albies. Braun on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The tying run is into score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Johan Camargo. Now that's popped up. Knebel. Got it, and the side is retired. Braves. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Daniel Winkler comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. This one's down to third. Camargo brings it in, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
One away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Fouled off. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Left fielder number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now. No hits to this point. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Number 39 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Lucas Duda now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting. Catcher. Tyler.
Here now it's the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And the runner's breaking for third. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ender Inciarte. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Martinez.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. A 1-1 now to Markakis. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Up next for Atlanta.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Adam Duvall. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled away. Flowers on third. Inciarte over at second. Freeman on at first with 2 down. Set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will. At the plate, Manny Pena. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Center fielder number 6.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo King. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And this is taken in for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Orlando Arcia, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's another 0-2. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Popped him up, and that'll get down for a base hit. Striding into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Flowers Over to his left. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run. Joaquin Soria enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box, Johan Camargo. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Braun. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Boy, you've got to love seeing a team that's never satisfied. They were up, but they've extended the lead to an even more comfortable 4-run margin. Going to be tough to come back from this one.
Xavier Cedeño, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Kane. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Charlie Culberson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Garcia has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Yelich. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis. Moustakas is there, and that ends the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Arodys Vizcaíno takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course. The 1-2. Now it's driven the other way with some authority. Headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And 2-2.
2-2.
Another 2-2 offering. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Jonathan Schoop. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The 0-2 once more. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting,
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. The Brewers down to their final strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometime.
Throw to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Braves have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Braves used it.